Yo, what's going on, guys? And I just got back from the gym. I was watching the game at the gym. Then I missed like a bit of it because I went and played some pickup basketball. But oh my god, the beginning and end. I saw some of the middle. I missed like the end of the second and the beginning of the third because I played some pickup basketball. But while I was working out, I had a TV right in front of me and I was just watching away. And first off, Cameron Payne renaissance in his career. My roommates are from Chicago, so they're Bulls fans, so they know Cameron Payne pretty well, so they're pretty freaking pissed off of how clutch he's became. And I really want to give him snaps around the fingers. He almost had a double double, 9 assists, 11 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 rebounds. Yeah, he was 1 for 4 from three, but he was still 50% from the field. He was fantastic. He did exactly what he needed to do, being the Kroger version of Chris Paul, which is more than enough for them to succeed. And let's give a shout out to the Suns bench. Dario Saric was their six man for most of the year until Cameron Payne came alive, and really Dario Saric has became an afterthought. But when he comes in, you still see that six man mentality. He had 2 assists, 1 rebound, only 2 points, which were from the 2 free throws he shot. But his plus minus was +9. That just shows is indicative how meaningful he is for this team. And he really somebody's gonna get him, and he's gonna be like in the offseason, and someone's gonna make him a six man of the year candidate next year after what they've seen Monty Williams do with him. Torrey Craig continuing what he did last year for the Denver Nuggets, now for the Phoenix Suns, being this defensive ace who comes in, plays hard defense, gets rebounds, do a lot of hustle plays, Swiss Army knife. He's their freaking guy. Then Cameron Johnson, the shocking pick from the 2020 draft, or not 2020 draft, 2019 draft, that everyone was like, oh, the Phoenix Suns. They did it again with Stick Smith. The jury's still out with Stick Smith, but the jury's starting to come in with Cameron Johnson, and he is a phenomenal shooter. And he can come in and put points in a bunch. Okay, he's a great volume shooter. And they even brought out Etwan Moore, who didn't really do anything. Now, Devin Booker. Devin Booker is the MVP of this team. 13 rebounds, 11 assists, and 40 points. He is the definition of putting the team on your back. Devin Booker, I was watching, he was hitting mid-rangers. He was hitting inside. He was hitting threes. He only had 9 points from three, okay? He had 31 points and combined for mid-rangers and just driving, okay? He is a three-level scorer, one of the best scorers in the league. And I think we can honestly say he's a top 10 player. He's a top 5 shooting guard, top 3 shooting guard. The only shooting guards you could argue that are in front of him are what? James Harden technically this year was a point guard. Kyrie was playing shooting guard. So what are the 2 shooting guards you have in front of Devin Booker? Tell me who you guys think. Because I don't know if we can put Klay Thompson. Devin Booker might be the best shooting guard in the league. Like without a doubt. I say that with like the utmost confidence. That Devin Booker it's surreal how great of a player he's become. He's literally a guy that is able to put the team on his back any given moment. And this was a team that shot 55% from the field, hitting 49 of 89 field goal attempts, and then shot 40% from three, 13 of 32 attempts. And that accounts for 39 points of their 120 were basically from three, okay? And that means that leaves 81 points, okay? 81 points that they scored in a combination. They only had 9 free throws as a whole entire team, okay? So you take out that is 72 points that they scored from the field. From like 2-pointers. That is absurd. That is absurd. And they were just phenomenal from there. And then you have Mikal Bridges, who is legitimately the third star. Once Chris Paul moves on, it goes Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges. But I'm honest, a firm believer that it should be Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, then DeAndre Ayton as the third option. Okay, Mikal Bridges is the best, or if not one of the best, slashes in the NBA. He also is such a great three-point shooter. He was a 40% three-point shooter in the regular season. He's a guy who's going to be averaging at least 17, 18 points a game from now on a season, and he could really easily be a 20-point per game scorer. And he's a guy who will average a steal and a block a game, dish out a few assists, grab some rebounds. He's a phenomenal player. I very much enjoy watching him, and he plays very fun basketball. DeAndre Ayton had like a quiet night, not like for him. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and no blocks or steals. Okay, yeah, he was 10 of 14 from the field, but he was -7 on the plus minus box score. So like, he was great. He did his thing, but not the best DeAndre Ayton night. And Jay Crowder continues to be a bully, grabbing 6-7 rebounds a game, hit 3 3-pointers, had 2 assists. He didn't have any steals or blocks, but he continued just to play his bully ball. And Paul George couldn't do it all. Reggie Jackson continues to be like, now he's the second scorer for them. It used to be Kawhi Leonard, then Paul George, then Reggie Jackson throughout the playoffs. Now it seems like it's Paul George, Reggie Jackson, and behind them it should be it's Marcus Morris, and then really DeMarcus Cousins had 10 shots. DeMarcus Cousins wasn't terrible in. I would like to see some more DeMarcus Cousins as this playoffs continue. He seems actually like a integral part of this team, and he's been very successful. Okay, and when you're looking at this, the the Clippers played a great game. They shot 45% from the field, hit 40 of their 88 attempts. Okay, and they hit 23 pointers. They had 60 points of their 114 from three. They shot 42% from three. They were a better 3-point shooting team than the Suns and still lost. They lost the rebounding battle, even though they still had more offensive rebounds. So they had, at the end of the game, they had so many times to tie up the game, and they just couldn't hit their shot. It was really sad. And really, defensively, they had 6 steals and 3 blocks. Like, they had only 2 more turnovers, and they had more points off turnovers. Really, the Clippers lost this game. They should have won this game, but they lost it. And that's the sad part. Now, if we go in, what do we expect going into the next of the series? I think this is going to be a 6-game series. The Suns win. And because Chris Paul is going to come back sooner than I believe than our man Kawhi Leonard. And look, like, it's pretty freaking crazy what they were able to do. Like, I think it's just like, what do you do, okay, to beat this team? What can they do to beat them? And I don't think there's anything that they can do to beat the Suns. The Suns are that better coach, that better of a team. You know? So, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Like, what do you guys think? All right, that's basically it. Do you think they're going to win in 6? I'm kind of like lost, food for thought right here. You know? I don't know. That's it. I don't know where we could go from this, but like that's basically it. I'm lost for thoughts. I don't think anybody can beat the Suns right now in the Western Conference. I don't think the 76ers could beat the Suns. Only team that I think that could have a shot beating the Suns are the Hawks because of their shooting ability and that they could outshoot the Suns. That's my only thing. But right now the Suns look like the best team in basketball. So yeah, that's basically what I gotta say. They are a phenomenal team. Okay, they're a really good team, and yeah, they might be the best team in the NBA.